I would say CBT is a group of highly talented individuals that help organizations tackle complicated technology problems and projects in their environment. We bring expertise from many different avenues, and we're able to help facilitate getting to a point where those projects are live and running and helping their customers do better things. So my experience with virtualization goes back quite a while for me, and working with customers and identifying where these projects, how we can become more efficient, and working through the different products and availability of solutions, identifying how we can put different pieces together. So part of that is leadership in making sure that we're listening to what not only the customer is saying, but what our internal team is saying, and taking different ideas and different approaches and really identifying and making everybody feel important in that solution. So leadership for me is taking an approach of making everybody feel that they can be a part of the team and be a part of the solution, and really listening to what's going on around you, and building teams that are smart, building teams that are driven, and empowering the members of that team to do what they need to do to drive to a solution. So I want to talk a little bit about the winning with integrity and honesty. I've been with CBT for about 6 months now, and in every conversation I've had with somebody when we're talking about working with customers and presenting solutions, it's always been, the question's never been, where can we make the most money? What can we do to get this specific product line into this customer? Or how do we present where we think we need to be going? It's always the question of, how does this benefit the customer? And it hasn't been with any one specific person within CBT. It's been with everybody at CBT. And so I think that the honesty of that, which is, we need to do the right thing with the people that we're working with, because if we do the right thing for them today, whether it benefits us right this second, it will benefit the relationship through the long run, and it will build a bond that it isn't going to be broken just by somebody looking at something, a piece of paper, and saying, well, you did this to me last time, right? What we're here to do is build relationships and help our customers be successful, whether that means we benefit today or we benefit down the road from those decisions. The more people I talked to, the more it was enforced that the culture is strong with CBT, that there is an absolute need to care for the people that you're with, to care for the customers that you work with. And if you aren't that type of person, and you don't have that trait about you, that you would probably not feel comfortable working at CBT, and you would probably find yourself looking for another job. I just want to say that after being at CBT for 6 months, finding a group of people that want to work hard and want to do the right thing, that everybody should be striving to find a situation where they can be happy and know that the people around them are like-minded and want the same thing in life. Some of my proudest moments within like the IT realm would be, a lot of times I look at my day as it's winding down, and I think, did I make somebody else's life better today? So an example of that would be, I had been working with a college for a while, and we deployed a VDI solution, and they had been hosting it themselves or maintaining it themselves for a couple years, when they called and they said, you know what, we're having a big problem with this environment. We don't know what's going on, but students are complaining, faculty's complaining, things aren't working right. It's really, really slow. And they asked for us to come out and take a look and see if we could help them identify what the problem was. And in going through and understanding really what the problem was, working with a couple of the staff having them show us exactly what they're putting up with on a daily basis as users are or as students are logging in, we started to identify what the problem was. And when we looked into it, we realized that they had misprovisioned some data stores essentially, and they had over provisioned desktops to those data stores, which was causing very slow boot times and things of that nature. And so by quite literally changing the number value in one field and giving it a few hours to process that change throughout the environment, we fixed that problem. And so when I went home that day and I thought about it, I realized that I didn't just make one person's life a little bit better that day. I made a whole campus feel a lot better about what they had and how they were using it. And that was quite an accomplishment for me, right? Because I knew that there were people that could now use that environment and they could use it efficiently. They weren't waiting halfway through class to finally get into a desktop or something like that. So for me, that's what I'm looking for at the end of the day from my job, is knowing that I made somebody's life a little bit easier and somebody else can rest a little bit better.